B3, what up? We are live. Welcome in, welcome in. Break 455 on the table. Let me get my stream up here so I can see if anybody's in here watching. Rosas, what up, kid? Welcome in, sir. Let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us. See the little hand wavy wave across the screen. Let me know if we're coming in clear on the mic. Por favor. Going live early tonight because I got to be up at like 7 and at work by 7:30, which is like an hour earlier than I normally have to be there. We got some new stuff going on at work. Got a new ATM coming in, getting installed. Got oh man, this kid ain't playing at all. That's rough. New ATM coming in, new cash recycler, like a whole bunch of new stuff getting brought in. So we got to be there extra early to be able to get this stuff received and installed and trained on it. So they called us in stupid early. Man, I can't believe Small didn't play. That's bogus. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players playing, 1 sitting. And Ant-Man is already listed out for Tuesday? Come on, man. What are we doing? What up, Rosas? Thank you very much, sir, for the heads up. Ugh, I can't lose this week either, man. Need to win this week. What am I? I'm 11-9. He's 10-10. Giddy's having a historic game too. I might be in trouble. I might get bounced from the fantasy playoffs. Anyway, we'll look at that later. We are here, break 455 on the table. I got Rosas in the house, so I know we're good. We're going to get started right away with a list of ownership because, like I said, I got to be up super early. So we're going to get this sucker moving so I can get to bed at a decent hour. Aaron Wise closing us out with some last spot mojo on the Arizona Cardinals. Ryan McLamory in on the Falcons. We got Harlan Benner on the Ravens. Joe Desky in on the Bills. Charles Wiley Oxendine on the Panthers. Jason Eli on the Bears. We got Joey Amadio on the Bengals. Joe Lurch on the Brownies. Joe Desky on the Cowgirls. We got Michael Buchholz in on the Broncos. Rival card breaks. Donnie Scheffler on the Lions. We got Adam Light on the Pack. Jason Eli on the Texans. Michael Buchholz also on the Colts. Jason Eli also on the Jags. We got B3 and the boys on the Chiefs. Rosas on the Raiders. Adam Light in on the Chargers. Jason Eli on the Rams. We got Joe Desky on Miami. Sean Richardson on the Vikings. Mike Haralambis on the Patriots. Scotty Struble in on the Saints. B3 on the G-Men. We got E-Dub, Aaron Wise also on the last spot, mojo spot, Jets. Mike Haralambis on the Eagles and the Niners. We got Joe Lurch on the Steelers. Ken Kalora in on the Seahawks. B Friends on the Bucks. You got Joe Lurch on the Titans, and then Goody Goody will round us out on the Washington Commanders / Redskins / football team, depending on the year and the player pictured. All right, what are we breaking tonight? Well, let's get right to it. We got 6 of the Optic blasters. This is the Purple Shock variation. You're looking for your ultra rare downtown duos, uptowns, and hash marks. Autos and mems are possible. We got 6 of them, so a little more than a quarter of a case. I had 5 left from the case. We did not hit a downtown or an uptown yet out of the blasters, but I had 5 left. And then I had a single dented box, so I was like, well, you know what they say about those, 60% of the time they hit every single time. It's got a good dent in it, so I was like, that's a good qualifier for the break. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Then we got 2 of the Donruss Megas. They come with a auto or mem guaranteed. The first case we did hit a downtown with these. Second case we did not. And we still have 8 boxes left. So we threw 2 in here. Gives us 2 guaranteed hits on the auto or mem. You're looking for the ultra rare downtown. And then autos and mems are possible. Also looking for the Mega Box exclusive Optic rated rookie blue scopes. The Optic previews. So we got 2 of the Donruss Megas, and then we've got a half a case of the Optic Megas. So 10 total, looking for the rookie green hyper parallels. Uptown, downtown duos, downtown and hash marks are the ultra rares. You also got the rocket emoji parallel, the fire emoji parallel, the 100 emoji parallel. You've got the rookie kings and Sunday kings. I mean, there's so many ultra rares that you can hit out of these. We've done really well with the Megas. The Megas, we've done really well. Blasters have been tough. Megas, we've absolutely crushed it. So we got 10 total. Really looking forward to getting into another 10 Megas. We were pleasantly surprised every time we've done the Megas so far. So that's 2. You got 4. You got 6. You got 8. And you got 10. All right, we're going to get started with a Mega right off the rip. This one's got a tail. It got sliced up a little bit, so maybe she's lucky. It's kind of like a dented box, but it's like a slight rip box. We're going to go with it. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Empty box. Security tag is in there somewhere hiding. We'll see if we can pop her out. There she comes. Security tag. Good luck, B3. This one's been marinating for a week. You know, it's just been a crazy week for me with the surgery on the tooth and recovering from that. Also, basketball coming to a close with what they call the March Madness tournament that they do with the kids. And then also baseball starting. Not just the travel team, which Mason has been doing once a week, travel for practice for the off season, but then also Little League has started with off-season workouts, so Trey and Mason also doing that. Braden was going through his final week of basketball and the banquet and all that, but also starting with baseball over at the high school. So it's just been like a really crazy week for us in the B3 household. So kind of just took a week to kind of get my life back in order. But we are good to go here. Getting started with break 455. Let's get it. Good luck, B3. We've got Abdul Carter leading us off for the G-Men. They had a great break in the free break. Travis Hammonds killed it on the Giants. Abdul Carter going out to B3. We've also got the Justin Herbert on the play action going out to Adam Light. You got Jerry Jeudy, Nico Collins, Chris Godwin, Mike Williams, Jim Kelly. Harold Fannin Jr. going out to the Brownies. That is Joe Lurch. Jadon Blue going out to Dallas. That is going to be Joe Desky. Then you got rookie recruits Matthew Golden going out to Adam Light. Very nice. James Conner, Cooper Kupp, Trent Green, Rashad Bateman. You got Taj Brooks going out to Joey Amadio. And then a silver hollow Eric Armstead going out to Jason Eli. Tank, Victor Cruz, Kurt Warner, Hester, Jamar, Mike Green on the rated going out to the Ravens. That is going to be Harlan. Teteroa McMillan coming out for Carolina and Ox. Then you got Jalen Lane on the green hyper. First one out going to Goody Goody. You got Jordan Love, Kelsey, Mike Evans, Charbonnet, Will Howard going out to Joe Desky on the rated. Caden Prather going out to Joe Desky on the rated. You've got Jalen Walker on the green hyper for Ryan McLamory. Then you've got Jalen Waddle, Christian McCaffrey, Hollywood Brown, Ozzie, Graham Mertz going out to Houston. That is Jason Eli. Ollie Gordon going out to Miami, Joe Desky. And then Kyle Williams is your rookie phenom, blue hyper swatch. That is going to be Mike Haralambis on the first mem. RJ Harvey going out to Denver. That is Michael Buchholz on the green. Then you got Diggs, Zay, and Eller. All right, we're going to sleeve the first box just to get the racks set up, and then we will do a lot of sleeving later for this one just for the sake of time. I know I always say that, but one of these days I'm going to stick to it. Might be tonight, only because I have to get up super early from when I usually have to get up and get to work. That means that Mama Bear is going to have to walk to school with the kids because her car is still in the shop. Luckily, we live in like a walking wooded district. It's only like 2 blocks to the school. It's a 7-minute walk. Really easy to do. In fact, we don't even have school buses here. Most people walk to school. Most of the kids, if you live on the school side of the highway, so to say. Not that it's really a highway. It's like just a busy road. Kind of turns into 206. It is 206 technically. But technically they call it, I think, 183. But yeah, I mean, unless you live on that side of town, it's hard to walk. But they do have like walking paths that kind of get you there. You walk through the high school and then through this path area, and it does take you to the school. So, you know, it's not uncommon for people to walk. A lot of people walk. When Braden was younger, we used to walk a lot to school, but we also didn't have as strict of a schedule work-wise and everything else going on. So when she does have to walk them, it's not that bad. I just prefer it's in the spring than in the winter, obviously. But overall, not that bad. But we've been sharing the truck right now because her Honda Pilot was acting funny. I think she needs a fuel pump, and she definitely needs 4 new tires. She needs some work done, so we had to get that thing towed down into the shop. Now we're kind of just waiting to hear what the damage is. Alright, so Kyle Williams, first hit out. What's up there, Scotty? How was your baseball draft? I know you said you were leaving Rick and Jen's and that you guys had done it. How do you think it turned out? Yay, nay? I tried doing baseball in 1 year with you guys, and I was lost. I didn't understand. It was nothing like basketball or football. I was just completely lost. All right, good. Pulled a Milrow Uptown. That's nasty. We have not really had a ton of luck with the blasters, man. But I have seen that other people have. You know, I've noticed it goes in waves. Like sometimes on release, like the blasters will be real hot, and then like a month after, the stuff that starts to trickle out, you know, at the end ends to be dead, and you know, it's only the beginning of the print run that was hot, and then sometimes the beginning of the print run was terrible, and the second wave of the print run ends up being fantastic. So you just never know. I have high hopes for the blasters, though, eventually, because the blasters every year seem to be the ones that are highest in demand. So, like, I think ultimately we're going to see at the end of the print run that the blasters end up being really good. Right now, I'd say we're in the middle of the print run, so you never know when that swing is going to happen. But I just have a feeling it's gonna all work out in the favor of the megas. It's just going to take in the favor of the blasters. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Security tag got all twisted up in there. Interesting. All right, we got one more kid card there. And here we go. First mega for Donruss. I figure we'll do one early and then we'll do one later as like a little break. All right, we got Bo Nix, Kyle Van Noy, Scary Terry coming out for Goody Goody on the green press proof. Then you got Nick Scourton for Ox on a rated. Jen Stenerod on the Legend Series for KC. That's B3. You got Kyron Hushmanzada, Andrew Makuba on the pink. Going out to Philly, Mike Haralambis. Very nice. Ricky Pearsall. Pacheco, Bateman, Devontae, JT coming out for Indy. That's going to be Michael Buchholz. You've got Dylan Gabriel on the green press proof rated. Nice one there for Joe Lurch. Mason Graham on the Elite Series rookie going out to Joe Lurch as well. Carl Eller, Brian Burns. You've got the blue scope Bayshell Tootin. Beautiful card. Jags, Jason Eli. Very nice. Nice hit. Sammy D, Gabe Davis, Devin Hester. JMO, you got Dylan Gabriel back again, this time on a rated. Harold Fannin coming out on the press proof rated. And then Travis Hunter on the red hot for Jason Eli. Looks like the Jags and the Brownies are hot on this one. You got Tutu, James Conner, Jackson Dart coming out on the pink. Nice darty party there for B3. That is one I already have. You got Jalen Noel on the Rookie Revolution going out to Houston. That's going to be Jason Eli. Nice short print there. You got Steven Jackson, Tony Richardson, Dalton Schultz, Jordan James going out to Mike Haralambis on the rated. Another Brownie, Quinshon Judkins on the green. We're getting all the greens for the Brownies right now. Out of this one box, you got Fannin, you got Quinshon Judkins, Dylan Gabriel, all green press proofs for Joe Lurch. Caleb Johnson, the rookies. That one's going to go out to Joe Desky. Then you got Groupie, Art Monk, Travis Hunter, pink. I told you the Jags and the Brownies are hot on this box. You got Puka, William Andrews, Micah McFadden, Jalen Coker. Press proof green is going to be Jim Kelly for Joe Desky. You got Trevion Henderson coming out for Mike Haralambis on the rated. You've got Abdul Carter on the throwback for B3, followed by Aiden Hutchinson on the retro. That one going to the Lions, Detroit Rock City rival. You got Bryce Young, Donovan McNabb, Eli Manning, Vinny Testaverde, Geno Jackson, Hawes going out to Joe Desky. And then Ty Felton is your rookie phenom on the swatch going out to Sean Richardson, hitting early on the Vikes. You got DK Metcalf on the bomb squad going out to Joe Desky. Luke Kuechly, Mark Brunell, Jack Sawyer going out to Joe Desky on Pittsburgh. Very nice. Jahad Campbell is your other blue scope. Nice one there for Philly and Mike Haralambis. Then you got Doug Williams and Tyreek Hill. Not a bad box at all. Not bad at all. Lots of good rookies coming out of that one. We got some podiums going up now. Nice Jahad Campbell on the blue scope. Love those cards. Love the scopes. Sawyer, nice pink for him. Travis Hunter, nice pink for him. As Desky and Eli getting on the board. Gotta sleeve up the Darty party. For sure. Tutton is the other blue scope. Very nice. Makuba, another Eagles hit. As I said, the Vikings getting a podium early for Sean Richardson. We're going to have to open up another box of 100-point top loaders because we are definitely going to run low on those. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Alright, got the bench ready, I think. So Judkins on a press proof. Travis Hunter came out twice. Nice start for the Jags and Jason Eli. Then you got Fannin also coming out on a press proof. And you got Gabriel coming out on a press proof. And then a bonus Gabriel. So not a bad start for the Brownies. Doing well on that mega. Also got Fannin too. I forgot about that. Great start for the Brownies. Just missing Shador. Giants also picking up Abdul Carter on the throwback. Little Travion. Little Caleb. Forgot too, you also got Mason Graham. Dang, the Brownies dominated that box. Almost a full podium off that one box. All right. Let's get ourselves organized here. All right, good to go. Let's go with the blaster. This is just a massive downtown hunt. $18 boxes of pure downtown case. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Just going for it. I got a good feeling this one marinated for a while. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Taj Brooks coming out for the Bengals. That's going to be, who's on Cincy? Joey Amadio. Isaac Tesla on the purple. Bang. Purple Shock Detroit. That is rival Donnie Scheffler. Very nice. Michael Penix. Xavier Legette. Oh, that is Harold Fannin Jr. going out to Joe Lurch. And then bang! Blue Sparkle. Little Blue Glitter Ultra Rare Carolina and Ox on the Jimmy Horn Jr. First Ultra Rare to come out. Nick Emanwari going out to Seattle. Ken Kalori on the Shock Top. Very nice. Ramondre. Jadon Blue going out to the Cowgirls. That is going to be Joe Desky. My House. DK Metcalf going out to Joe Desky. Nice one there. You got Puka. JMO. Abdul Carter going out to B3. Tyler Shuck on the holo going out to Scotty Struble. Bang. Mr. Shuck, welcome to the party. Romo Dunze, Joe Burr. You got Graham Mertz going out to Houston. Jason Eli. Jimmy Horn Jr. also coming out on the holo for Carolina and Ox. Then you got Calvin Ridley. Dante Culpepper. Ollie Gordon going out to Miami. Joe Desky. Omarion Hampton to the Chargers. Adam Light on a Shock Top. Then you got Nico and Megatron. What a box. Great start for the Blasters. Bang. Welcome to the Shuck. Tyler Show. Welcome to the show, Tyler Shuck. Blue Glitter Ultra Rare Jimmy Horn. Getting Carolina and Ox on the board. Plus the holo. Double horn. Two horns on the track. Carolina getting started early. Got a little Omarion. Emanwari. And Isaac Tesla. I think that Browns podium is just about full. Very close. Definitely should be the first one to fill. Although you never know. Another team could go on a run. Making room up there. There we go. Alright. Let's get our bench set here. Number 2. Empty box. Oh, we got a mem. We got a mem. right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Trey Harris. Adam Light getting the first rated out. Tyler Loop on the shock going to Joe Desky. You got Zach Ertz, AR. Tyleek Williams going out to Detroit. That is Donnie Scheffler. Light it up. Keyshawn Johnson going out to Aaron Wise. You've got Adam Thielen, Debo, Matthew Golden going out to Green Bay. That is Adam Light. Then you got a hollow Mark Brunell to the Jags and Jason Eli. MPJ, Greg Rousseau, Robbie Oots going out to Seattle. That is Ken Kalora. Hollow is Rashee Rice for the Chiefs in B3. Then you got Jake the Snake, Drake May, Tyler Show coming back again, or Shuck, however you want to pronounce it. Scotty starting to heat up. Savion coming out for Green Bay. Adam Light, nice shock top there. Then you got Shake and Bake, Tyrone Tracy, Borealis going out to New England. Mike Haralambis. Caleb Johnson is your first year freshie. Going out to Joe Desky on the Blue Hyper first year fresh. Rourke, purple shock going out to Mike Haralambis. And then Howie Long rounding it out. Yeah, we only got 400 points left. Let me get a new box out just to save us some time. Actually, we can make it another couple boxes until I clear some stuff out of the way. Then we can grab it. We got 4 left. We'll be okay. Nice one there on the Caleb Johnson. Joe Desky, first year freshie. Tyler, show me the money. Or Tyler Shuck. Which one is it? Heavy debate out there. I haven't heard Tyler Shuck or Tyler Show pronounce his own name yet. So that's where, once I hear him clarify and be like, oh, it's pronounced Shuck, then I'll be like, all right, cool. But I kind of want to hear him clarify it. Get some more top loaders up here. Boom. All right, good to go with blaster number 2. Good to go. All right. Boom, bench is good. Number 3. This one had a nice dent in it too. You know what they say? 60% of the time they hit every single time. Empty box. This could be a good one. This could be a good one. Here we go. Devin Neal coming out for Scotty Struble on the rated. Primary colors, Quinn Ewers coming out for Miami, Joe Desky. Then you got the King Henry, Tony Dorsett, James Pierce going out to Ryan McLamory. You've got Kyron Williams on the hollow going out to Jason Eli on the Rams. Cam Jordan, A.J. Brown, Malachi Starks going out to Baltimore. That is Harlan. Then you've got the Jay Jetta hollow going out to Sean Richardson. Edge Rogers, Pat Bryant going out to Michael Buchholz. Then you've got the Derek Harmon purple shock going out to Joe Desky. Gino, Algier, Darty Party coming back out for B3. We'll take that. Kenneth Grant on the shock top for Joe Desky. Got a couple of defensive tackles so far on the shocks. You got Woodson, Holt, Tez Johnson going out to B Friends. Mason Taylor shock top going out to E-Dub. Then you got Stroud and Donruss. Quinn Ewers joining the party, so we'll get the Finns up on a podium. Jackson Dart back again for the G-Men. Boom. Good there. Harmon can go up there with the Steelers. Still got room for a couple more podiums up there. You just got to see who's going to be the next ones to come out. All right, number 4. All right, here we go. Box number 4. Makuba coming out for Philly. That is Mike Haralambous. Pat Bryant on the shock top going out to Michael Buchholz. You got Mad Max, Darnell Mooney. Oh, man. Elijah Arroyo going out to Ken Calora. And then Darty Party on the shock top. That is one I do not have. And that is super nicely centered. Very nice. Bang. Nice hit for B3. You got Najee, Seedy, Bayshell, Tutten going out to Jason Eli. Ashton Genty going out to the Raiders. And Rosas. Nice throwback there. Optic, I believe they call that the Optic 2016. Justin Fields, Chris Jones. You got Donovan Ezeraku going out to Dallas. And the Cowgirls, that is Joe Desky. Jalen Walker on the hollow for Ryan McGlamory. Then you got Ricky. My homies will always get a sleeve. You got Woody Marks going out to Houston and Jason Eli. Nice one there. Jalen Lane back again on a very nice hollow. Also very nicely centered for Goody Goody. You got Garcia, Lofton, Will Johnson on a rated for Aaron Wise. Then you got Jahad Campbell on the shock top going out to Mike Haralambis, Quincy, and Barkley to round it out. That was a good box, especially for the Giants. I'm good now. I got a pink dart, and I got a shock top. I'm good. Let's get you guys what you need now. This is one I didn't have, so I'm very excited to get this one. That's one I didn't have, and that one's in great shape, too. Man, that's a beautiful card. I may look to send that in. That thing is very nicely centered and very clean. Boom. What a box that was. Perfect. We are cruising, B3. Cruising. Just getting the bench in order real quick. Boom. Oh, missed the garbage on one. Alright, what's next? Number 5. We got a patch down there. All right, good luck, B3. Derek Harmon leading it off for Joe Desky. Shador on the shock top, going out to Joe Lurch. Very nice. We needed that one. Ayuk, Jaden Reed. Mason Taylor going out to Aaron Wise. Very nice. Luther Burden coming out for Jason Eli on the primary colors. You got Cooper Kupp, Fred Warner, Caleb Johnson for Joe Desky, Kenneth Grant on the holo for Joe Desky. What am I doing? Putting him in the wrong pile. There we go. Isaiah Likely, now a Giant. You got Tony Dorsett, Jalen Walker going out to Ryan McGlamory. Mason Taylor back again on a holo for Aaron Wise. Very nice. You got Waddle, A.J. Brown, Jalen Lane going out to Goody on the rated. You got Trey Amos for Goody on the shock top. Very nice. Then you got McCaffrey, Rodgers, Kenneth Grant going out to Miami, Joe Desky. Dylan Gabriel is our rookie phenom, blue hyper. Nice one there for Joe Lurch as the Brownies do very well on this box. You got Mullings on the shock top for Joe Lurch as well. And then James Conner to round it out. Not bad. Browns podium already filled. First one to fill. Boom. All right, so we got one more blaster left, and it is the dented one, the heavily dented one. So we know that's going to hit. We know that one's coming with something good. So far, one ultra rare, though. We've got the blue sparkle or blue glitter, Joe Horn Jr. Here we go. All right, let's go to the last blaster. Nice dented box. We know that's going to be a good one. 60% of the time, they hit every single time. Here we go. Jack Besh on the rated for Rosas. Quincy on the hollow going out to E-Dub. Then you got Likely, Addison, Chimere Dike going out to Joe Lurch on the rated. Nice one there. Keandre Lambert Smith to Adam Light on the shock top. Very nice. Herbert Hollywood. Tyler Loop on the base for Baltimore. That is Harlan. Trey Harris, another one for Adam Light on the shock top. That's the first rounder. 2-2. Ozzy. Curtis Rourke going out to Mike Haralambis. Borealis going out to Mike Haralambis on the shock top. You got Jawan Jennings, Mike Evans, Ashton Genty coming out for Rosas. Very nice. Then you got the chain reaction. Devon Achan. Very nice. Going out to Miami. Joe Desky. Charles Woodson. Charbonnet. You got Cam Miller on the rated for Rosas. Then you got Doug Williams, Dougie Fresh on the hollow for B Friends. Stroud and Warner. Wow, wow. What a bust that dented box was. Man, that should have been better. Should have been way better for a dented box. What are we doing? There we go. Good. All right, so the blasters we get one ultra rare out of, and it was the Jimmy Horn Jr. Blue glitter. Not bad. Blasters have been tough. Mega's way better. Alright, good stuff. Here we go. Bench is good. Let's go back to Optic on the Megas. Security tag, empty box. This is Mega number 2. Mega number 2. Ooh, this one's got some short flaps on the back. We've seen this before. We've seen this before. We had a great hit out of a box like this. It was a gold vinyl 101. Out of a box like this where the packs were crimped. Very weird. I like the weird packs. Scat coming out for the first time. Good to see him pop up. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We got Kyle Williams for Mike Haralambis. Jalen Lane, Green Hyper, going out to Goody Goody. Carlson, Art Monk, DK, Ramsey, TJ Watt, Scattaboo coming out for B3. Maxwell Harrison going out to Joe Desky. Marcus Mariota on the Optic 16. That is Joe Lurch. You got Hawkinson, Big Cat Leo Williams, Khalil Mack, Luke Kuechly. Quinn Ewers coming back out from Miami and Joe Desky. Quinn Ewers coming out in the primary colors one more time for Joe Desky. You got Josh Jacobs, Sammy D, Torrey Holt, Donruss, AK-41, Torrey Horton going out to Seattle and Ken Kalora. Mitchell Evans going out to Ox on the rated. Then you got Brandon Ayuk on the hollow for Mike Haralambis. Swifty, Donovan McNabb, Rogers, Algier. You got Dante Thornton going out to Rosas. Alfred Collins to Mike Haralambis. Then Jalen Walker to Ryan McLamory. Vernon Davis, Breece Hall, Tony Dorsett, A.J. Brown. Kalel Mullings going out to Joe Lurch. Then you got Savion going out to Green Bay and Adam Light. Alec Ayomanor is your first-year freshie. Going out to Joe Lurch, getting the Titans started. Caleb coming out for Joe Desky on the Steelers. Then you got Rashid, Jaden Reed, and Fred Warner. All right, here's where we're going to start to top load later for the sake of time because I see the clock. We're at 10:30 already. So I'm going to start penny sleeving, and then I'll top load later for a lot of these guys that don't need to be top loaded right away. Boom. We got to get Alec Ayomanor up there on a podium for Joe Lurch. We'll stack them back to back with his brownies on the left there. There we go. Can't get too many more Steelers. That podium is busting at the seams. Piece of shrapnel in there. Quinn Ewers starting to get hot. Got a little scat. Little scat pack for the G-men. All right, we good. Let's get a little more top loaders up here because I'm running low. There we go. Good, good, good. They can go up on the podium. There we go. Bench is set. Number 3. Empty box. Security tag. 100 points. So the penny sleeves are just thick penny sleeves. Rosas. They look like this. You'll see them listed as just like thick card sleeves. So nothing too crazy. Thick card. And then the top loaders are 100 point. For most of the thick cards, sometimes they're a little thicker and they need 130. But for the ones that come out of Optic and Donruss standard, they're 100 point. Since we dug them out, let's get that reloaded into the supplies now. There we go. Gave me a reason to go digging. All right, Mega number 3. Let's get it. The Megas have been really hot for us. Waiting for one of these suckers to explode. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Jalen Milroe coming out for Ken Calora on the rated. You got Play Action Run CMC for Mike Haralambis on the insert. Puka, Odunze, Likely, J-Mo, Joey B. Benjamin Morrison going out to B Friends. Then you got Gunnar Helm going out to Tennessee and Joe Lurch. Lighted up Devin Hester, the recent Hall of Famer inductee or elected. Doug Williams, Michael Penix Jr. You've got Xavier Legette, Ramondre, Jordan James going out to Mike Haralambis. Then you've got the hollow Chuba Hubbard for Ox. Testaverde, Bijan, Buddha, Njoku, Josh Downs, Cam Miller going out to Rosas. Jack Sawyer going out to Joe Desky. Then you got Jahad Campbell, Mike Haralambis on the green hyper. Steven Jackson, Cortland Sutton, TJ Watt, Dickerson, Curtis Rourke going out to Mike Haralambis. Ashton Genty back out for Rosas. There we go. Jahad Barron coming out for Denver. Michael Buchholz on the blue, green hyper. You got Ayuk, Eli, Kuechly, Ramsey, Omarion Hampton going out to Adam Light. Nick Scourton going out to Ox. Ashton Genty is your blue hyper rookie phenom. There you go, Rosas. Heating up right at the right time. Higgins going out to Houston. Jason Eli on the green hyper. Then you got Waddle, Culpepper, and Megatron. Genty on the board. Milroe finally showing up, getting Seattle a podium. Boom. Got a few for the Raiders. All right, bench is good. Let's go on to the next. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is number 4. Box number 4. Security tag flew out of that one like a hotcake. I have not, Rosas. I have not graded at GameStop. What makes me nervous about it is GameStop is like closing stores down. Like they're shutting stores in my location. So it makes me nervous. Like if I give them to GameStop and they send them out, what happens if they announce that store is closing? Like where does my submission go? How does it get handled? All that stuff makes me nervous. Because there's so many locations in New Jersey that they're starting to close some because it's just not as busy as they used to be. But obviously they're still clearly in a good space, you know, solvency-wise. They're not going out of business. They're just changing their layout in the Northeast where they were really saturated. So it makes me a little nervous. But Adam White was looking into it for a while, too. I feel like it's going to pop out of my hand. All right, we got Torrey Horton. That is Ken Calora. Alfred Collins on the green Hyper. That is Mike Haralambis. Trying to keep this like little swab over the hole in my mouth where they removed the tooth. But it keeps like popping out and moving on me. So sorry if I sound a little tongue twisted, but mouth is still healing. Nico Collins, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, Trent Green. You got Rashad Bateman. Dante Thornton going out to Rosas on the Raiders. You got Alfred Collins to Mike Haralambis. Cam Ward finally showing up for Joe Lurch on the My House. Very nice. You got Cooper Kupp, Jerry Jeudy, Devin Hester, Jamar, Savion going out to Green Bay, and Adam Light. Then you got Luther Burden on the rookie recruits for Chi-Town, Jason Eli, Victor Cruz, James Conner, Mike Evans, Charbonnet, Kurt Warner, Shador coming back out for Joe Lurch, Kalel Mullings for Joe Lurch, Damian Martinez for Ken Kalora on Seattle. Then you got Kelsey, Tank, Hollywood, Ozzy, Arian Smith for E-Dub on the Rated, T. Ferg going out to Jason Eli, Kyle McCord for Philly, and Mike Haralambis on the Green Hyper. Then you got C-Mac, J. Love, Jacoby, Addison, Mitchell Evans going out to Ox on the Rated. Quinn Ewers going out to Miami and Joe Desky. Then you got Jaden Higgins on the first year freshie. Houston, Jason Eli, followed by Torrey Horton on the Green Hyper for Ken Kalora. Then you got Zay, Janu, and Mike Williams. Yeah, I think the model for GameStop is great. I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think the company has overall solvency issues. Like, are they going out of business? Do they not have enough money? Like, I really don't think any of that is a concern. I'm just worried about, like, if I send it out with one spot, what happens to it if that location ends up going under or, like, closing? Do they consolidate to a nearby store? Do they do everything through corporate? And, like, I got to worry about tracing it down, filing some kind of paperwork to find my stuff. Like, I don't know. It just makes me a little nervous. So I figured, let me wait and see how that all goes. I also have a client at the bank who runs a very big sports card business, and he does a lot of direct drop-off grading to PSA in Jersey City. He just stops there, drops off the order, and then that's it. He has somebody review the cards, tell them, he's got a pretty good eye. People pay him like $3 to $5 a card to review the card and see if it's worth grading. So I may eventually, I'm doing a small order with him. Jason Eli and I are in the middle of it. Sent a couple of my cards out. Jason Eli's Travis Hunter Up Down, his 101, Tyler Warren, the gold vinyl we pulled out of the Mega not long ago, and one other card. What was it? It was an auto of some sort. Can't remember off the top of my head. But I gave my client at the bank, who also runs a sports card business, 6 cards. And I'm having his guy review them and tell us if he thinks they're worth, submitting or not, if he thinks they'll gem. And then if he does, we're going to send them out and see how long it takes to get them back and see how the process goes. If that goes well, I may try to look into seeing if he wants to partner up, where I can offer it as a service to you guys, and then, you guys pay for it, for him and his guy to review it and the submission and all that. Like, I'm kind of looking into how something like that might look, but it's just nowhere near ready yet. So, that could take a couple of months down the road, but I'm curious to see what that process would look like, how it would go, what it would entail, all that stuff. Just in the discovery phase, which would be basically the same thing that GameStop is doing. They, collect this stuff on behalf of their customers, and they send it out to grade, and it comes back. So, I don't know. It's something we're going to look into. We're kind of in the experimental phase now, and we'll see how that goes. And then, depending, we may roll it out as an option. So, to be continued. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so that's good. Bench is good there. Got the Jets, Texans, Niners, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can go ahead of the Texans now. And then what else we got? Rams and Bears. All right, bench is good. Yeah, you know, I just figured it was worth exploring. I don't know if it's going to work out or not yet, but what up, Joey? Yeah, we're dodging the tornado here. They're talking about a tornado warning all in New Jersey. But so far, so good. We're safe. We haven't lost any internet connection, knock on wood. And we've got one ultra rare so far on the table. It is front and center with the Jimmy Horn Jr. Optic Blue Glitter. One super short print on the table so far. Empty box, security tag, a lot of color. Shador and Dart have had a decent night. Tyler Shuck has had a decent night. Showed up early with the Optic Hollow, the silver. So we're just kind of cruising right now. No downtown yet, but I'm not worried. I'm not sweating it yet. Still got a quarter of a case of megas plus another Donruss mega. So I think we got a chance. We're not out of this thing yet. All right, here we go. We got Colin McCord coming out from Mike Haralambis. Diamond Hands, Jamar Chase. Nice insert there for Joey Amadio. Much harder to pull this year. Daniel Carlson, Art Monk, DK, JK, Cole Kmet, Jihad going out to the Eagles. Jaden Higgins going out to Houston. Jason Eli. Hidden Potential, Omari and Hampton for Adam Light. You got Hawkinson, Big Cat Leo Williams, Purdy, T Sizzle. Jahdae Barron going out to Denver. That is Michael Buchholz. Optic Hollow, Hunter Henry. That is Mike Haralambis. Oh, I need a sip of seltzer, too. Can't clear my throat. Josh Jacobs, Sammy D, Amon Ra, Dalton Schultz, Lamar. You got upside down Jordan Watkins going out to Mike Haralambis on the 49ers. Also got Trevion Henderson going out to Mike Haralambis on the rated. DJ Giddens, Green, Hyper going out to Indy, Michael Buchholz. Then you got Swifty, Donovan McNabb, Cam Chancellor, BTJ, Darty Party coming back out for B3. We'll take that. Tez going out to B Friends. Then you got Tommy Malott going out to Rosas on the Green Hyper. VD, Brees Hall, Slim Reaper, Devon Achan, Damian going out to Ken Kalora, Derek Harmon, Big Deezy going out to Joe Desky. Travion coming back out on the Blue Hyper, Rookie Phenom, times 2. One for Kyle Williams, now one for Travion, going out to Mike Haralambis. You got Carson Schweisinger going out to Joe Lurch on the Green Hyper, and then Cookie, Jamal Charles, and Groupie to round it out. Another dart, we'll take it. So second swatch going up for New England. Mike Haralambis hot on the Pats. Rosas heating up on the Raiders. Travion back again for the Patriots. One more time. One more time. Alright, so that puts us halfway through the half case of Optic. I think we'll go back to Donruss now and try to shake it up a little bit before we finish the Optic. Just getting the bench together real quick, B3. Bear with me just a moment. Can't believe that DJ Giddens Green Hyper was our first Colt. Oh, that's getting top loaded, bro. Diamond hands are always getting top loaded. In fact, it's already top loaded. I just didn't do it on screen because I'm trying to move a little quicker. But yeah, we top load diamond hands. You only see like one every case. I remember the first year they started doing them. If you remember, Joey, I don't know if you do. Back in 2021, they used to be prism. They used to be like silver, like shiny. Not no more though. All right, here we go. We're going back to the Donruss Mega. We did one in the beginning. Oh man, I don't want to let go. We'll do one now. Split the Optic Megas in half with the Donruss Mega. We're going to open this one up. We're going to rip it down. We're going to let it marinate for a moment while I go grab a seltzer because it appears I didn't bring one in here. And my mouth is getting dry and my tooth is starting to hurt, or where the teeth used to be. Now it's getting dry and it's just getting sore, like tender. Looks like it's going to be a mem, not an auto, because we got a thickie there. We got a kid card. Were they upside down? They were. I don't know what I did there. Alright. I think I flipped half of them around and I didn't the other half, whatever. Some are upside down, some aren't. We're going to let her marinate though. See if we can entice a hit out of this sucker. We're going to let it sit and marinate while I go grab a seltzer. Then we'll come back. We'll get into this last Donruss Mega. Then we got 5 Optic Megas left after that. Right now, only one ultra rare so far. And it is the Jimmy Horn Blue Glitter for Ox. So we need to get at least one more out of here. Hoping for 2. Hoping for two, I'll settle for one if it's a good one. All right, let me go grab my seltzer B3. I will be right back. I have no idea what I did with it. You know what? I'm going to take the recycling with me because that seems to help us. I'm superstitious. You guys know this. All right, BRB B3. Going to grab a seltzer real quick. right, B3, we are back. I am hydrated. We are good to go. Got myself a seltzer. We're all set. Let's rock with this mega. Hopefully letting it marinate did us a little good. You never know. All right, let's get it. Usually this works for us. Devonta Smith, Josh Allen, CJ Stroud coming out on the press proof for Jason Eli. You got Ollie Gordon on a rated for Miami. That is going to be Joe Desky. Little throwback, Shador. We'll take that. Joe Lurch. Herbie on the retro. Going out to Adam Light. You got Zach Moss. Kate Otten. T-Law. Neighbors. Jaden Reed. Caleb Williams. Pat Bryant going out to Michael Buchholz. James Pierce Jr. going out on the press proof to Ryan McLammery. He was just arrested. He assaulted his WNBA girlfriend. So who knows what's going to happen with this dude. Garrett Wilson on the Dominators going out to E-Dub. Byron Murphy. James Cook. Nick Scourton going out to Ox on the pink. We'll take that. Graham Gano. Rashid Shaheed. He just got paid. Quinyon Mitchell, Buda Baker, Khalil Mullings going out to Joe Lurch. Then you've got Ashton Genty on the press proof. There you go, Rosas. We'll take that. And Shador back again on the red hot for Joe Lurch. You got Mike Rozier, Harold Fannin Jr. coming out on the pink for Joe Lurch. And then the short print Luther Burden on the Vortex going out to Chicago. Chi-Town. That is Jason Eli as well. Chicago finally getting a podium with the short print Vortex. I like the design of that card. It's a nice one. Definitely like that one this year. All right. Second half. Here we go. We got Kyler, Joe Ferguson, Eddie Pinheiro, Chris Olave. You got Benjamin Morrison on the rated for B Friends, followed by Graham Mertz on a press proof green. That's going to be Jason Eli. You got Jamar Chase on the action All Pros going out to Joey Amadio. Caden Ellis, Calvin Ridley. DJ Giddens is your blue scope rated going out to the Colts and Jason Eli. Very nice. Jay Jetta, Boomer, Jeffrey Simmons, Dante Culpepper. You got another press proof. This one, Chuba Hubbard for Ox. Scattaboo coming back out for B3. We'll take that. Colson Loveland going out to the Bears. Jason Eli as the Bears are coming on. Chris Jones, Greg Dortch, Ashton Jalot going out to B3. First card for the Chiefs to come out. You got Thielen, Hawkinson, Levis, Jack Besh going out to Rosas. Omarion Hampton on the rookie phenom going out to Adam Light. Best of Panini Instant is Joey B. That is from the Gritty celebration on December 28th, 2024. You got Ed Reed, Isaiah Likely, James Pierce coming back out for Ryan McLammery, Jordan James on the blue scope for Mike Haralambis. Then you got Braylon Allen and Shake and Bake. Just nicked it. Hit the camera wire. Hate when I do that. The Bolts finally getting on a podium for Adam Light with Omarion Hampton. Get these guys over here. Alright, we are good. Let's get these guys sleeved up. Man, I can hear the wind whipping around out there. It is definitely picking up. I'm going to have to knock the Dolphins down to just Quinn Ewers because that podium's getting full. Going to have to knock the Giants down to just Jackson Dart because that podium's getting full. There we go. Alright, let's get these sleeved up. Alright, so the Bolts officially on a podium for Adam Light. Who else is on a podium? The Bears. Let's find them. I know we got a few of those lurking around somewhere. There they are. Alright, we should be good there. Let's get these guys sleeved up. You got Scourton. Fannin will go on the side for now, but Shador will go up. Genty. We're going to have to knock down the Raiders to just Genty, too, because that podium's getting full. Lots of full podiums. That's good. That's a good sign. Brown's podium is full again, and it's just Gabriel and Shador up there. Texans. Scat can't go up. Too full. And Jack Besh can't go up. Too full. Alright, we'll move these guys to the side for now. Alright, good to go. Let's get our bench set. Niners, we got a few of those. There. 2, 3, 4. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be good now. Good to go. Alright, let's go on to the second half of the half case of Optic. We got 5 boxes left. Let's see what they're hiding. What can we find? Yeah, Raiders on a little run there, Rosas. We'll take that. Empty box, security tag. Let those Raiders cook. Okay. All right. We got some more hobby boxes coming in tomorrow. Excited to get them in so we can get another break up and listed. Probably do that tomorrow night. And I'll be working on shipping, trying to finish that up for the next couple of days. Now that we got the free break done, I can get everything out. So, yeah, we're catching up. Catching up. This one's a fatty. That's got a mem, so we're going to send that down to the bottom. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Box number 6. Borealis leading off for Mike Haralambis. Jihad Campbell. Green Hyper for Mike Haralambis. The Eagles don't have a podium yet, but they have like 8 cards so far. 8 color. Really nice break so far for the Eagles. Xavier Worthy, Tony Pollard, Bryce Young. You got Jacoby, Addison, Keandre Lambert-Smith going out to Adam Light. Trey Harris to Adam Light. You got a Cortland Sutton play action going out to Michael Buchholz, followed by Kyron Williams. Justin Jefferson, Dante Culpepper. Megatron, you got Dylan Sampson coming out for Joe Lurch on the rated. Demetrius Knight going out for Joey Amadio. And then Jalen Milroe on the rookie recruits, Ken Kalora. Devon Achane is your hollow for Miami and Joe Desky. Then you got Elway, Captain Kirk, Xavier Legette, Ramondre, Trevor Etienne going out to Ox. Oladejo going out to Joe Lurch. Trey Amos on the Green Hyper for Goody Goody. Washington also has a huge stack over on the bench. Sammy Laporta, Pat Fryermuth, David Njoku, Josh Downs, Colson Loveland going out to Jason Eli. Dylan Gabriel coming back out for the Brownies and Joe Lurch. Oh, Cleveland. Hash marks, the ultra rare. It is Isaiah Bond on the hash marks rookie auto. Isaiah Bond. Very nice. Look at that. Ultra rare hash marks Isaiah Bond going out to the Brownies on the rookie auto. We will take that all day as the Brownies have been hot, stayed hot. RJ Harvey on the Hyper going out to Denver. That is Michael Buchholz. Then you got Cookie, Eric Dickerson, Buda Baker, Tyleek going out to Detroit Rock City. That is Rival. Matthew Golden going out to Adam Light on Green Bay. Then you got Tyler Warren finally showing up for Jason Eli on the Colts. Blue Hyper, rookie phenom, Tyler Warren. Bang. What a box. Jaden Higgins going out to Houston. Also Jason Eli. And then you've got Chase Brown, DJ Moore, and Hollywood Brown. That was definitely our best box. Between that and the blue glitter, but that was a blaster. So this was our best mega for sure. Bang. Isaiah Bond, ultra rare. Hash marks. That's going to bump Jackson Dart back. Actually, it'll not dump. It won't jump Dart back. It's going to it's going to knock Tyler Shuck back. That's who's actually getting knocked back. I thought for a second it was Gabriel or Shador. I was going to flip out, but it was Isaiah Bond. We'll take it. Actually, you know what? We're going to put the brownies up front just because it would be easier to get them up there. Boom. There we go. Isaiah Bond on the ultra rare hash marks. Nice hit, Joe Lurch. I know you're looking and waiting for that big Shador hit, but you still keep hitting on the brownies. The brownies have been hot for you. You haven't stopped hitting on them. You're just not hitting the quarterback you're after, but you are definitely still hitting. Every break, you kind of walk away with a pretty good hit. Just not getting the quarterback we're chasing. Four more to go. Let's see if we can get one more ultra rare out of this box. Or out of this case. See if we can grab ourselves a downtown or an uptown. That would kind of be the icing on the cake, per se. Man, I can still hear that wind whipping around out there. I'm going to have to take the Dylan Gabriels off the podium too, because we just don't have room. We're going to have to just leave Shador up there. Don't have room for all the Gabriels now. Brownies have filled their podium probably 3 times over at this point. Browns have definitely had the best break so far. Chargers podium is overflowing. Eagles have a huge stack. Commanders have a huge stack. Broncos have a huge stack. Brownies, gigantic stack. Packers have a huge stack. Just not on a podium yet. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Number 7, lucky number 7. Security tag, empty box. And there is our fatty. So that'll go down to the bottom. Here we go. Ooh, pause. I only got a couple more Colts I can throw up there. There we go. All right. Continue. Joe Lurch getting the Dylan Sampson to lead it off. Quinn Ewers coming back out for Miami. Joe Desky, nice green hyper there. CJ Stroud, Mark Brunell, Rashee, T.O., Gibbs, Trevor Etienne coming out for Ox. Oladejo coming out for Joe Lurch. Quinn Ewers back again on the hidden potential. You got Geno, Woodson, Bowers, Chuba, Dylan Gabriel going out to Joe Lurch on the Brownies. They stay hot. Primary colors Genty for Rosas as they continue to stay hot. You got Cam Jordan, Edge James, Josh Allen, Micah Parsons, Khalil Shakir, followed by Kyle Williams for Mike Haralambis. Colton Loveland going out to Jason Eli. Then you got a hollow Darnell Mooney for Ryan McLamory. Drake London, King Henry, Derek Carr, Hines Ward, Scattaboo coming back out for B3. Maxwell Harrison coming out for Joe Desky. Mitchell Evans on the green hyper for Ox going out to the Panthers. You got Tutu, Jawan Jennings, Jim Kelly, Carl Eller, Demetrius Knight for Joey Amadio, Riley Leonard for Jason Eli, Alec Ayomanor coming back out one more time for the Titans, and Joe Lurch. That is the rookie phenom. We also got the first-year freshie for him for Joe Lurch as well. Cam Scattaboo coming out on a green hyper for the G-Men and B3. We'll take that. Then you got Vernon Davis, Breece Hall, and Eric Armstead. Gotta put the green hyper scat up there. Even though I emptied out all the non-Jackson Dart players from the podium. We're running out of room. All right, Quinn Ewers back again. Times 2. Ewers trying to heat up at the right time towards the end, waiting for that last big hit. Always just one card away from completely flipping your break upside down. It may seem like you're not having a good one, but you're one card away from that all changing. Michael Buchholz has the Colts. You are correct, sir. What did I say? Did I say Jason Eli? It's only because Jason Eli is on Houston and Jacksonville, so when I look over at the list, he's sandwiched you in the Colts. My bad, but I have it right on the list. I had it right in the beginning, too, when I read out ownership. I just have old man eyes, so sometimes I can't see that great. But I got you, Mike. I got you. For sure. I see you are on the Colts and the Broncos. Thank you for the heads up, though, because sometimes once I say it once, I'll keep saying it. Even though I know it's wrong. But I'll keep saying it. Boom. Can't throw Gabriel up on the podium. Not enough room on the Brownies podium. Panthers podium getting full too. Sheesh. A lot of teams filling up podiums. Okay, let's get Alec sleeved up. Mr. Ayomanor. Boom. All right. Number 8. Lucky number 8. Lucky number 8. Empty box. Security tag. 60 today, snowing now. Yep, that's pretty much what we were looking at, Mike. That's what we were looking at. And now it's like there's a tornado warning here. So it's 60 and stormy thunderstorms here, and now there's a friggin' tornado warning. So who knows what's going to happen with the weather. I'm just hoping it gets back to somewhat warmer weather soon without the entire world going haywire. This weather is wild. We were almost 80 degrees last week, and then it was snowing. So I can't get a good read on what's going on with the weather. All right, 11:30. We're making good time. I wanted to be done by midnight so I could get a decent amount of sleep because we got to be up super early tomorrow for work. Jimmy Horn Jr. coming out for Carolina and Ox. Kyle Williams on the green hyper. That is going to be Mike Haralambis. We got DK, James Cook, Sam Laporta, Lamar, Brock Purdy, Robbie Oots going out to Seattle, Ken Kalora. Tyler Shuck coming back out for Scotty. Then you got Marcus Peters on the Optic 2016. That is B3. Carlson, Monk, Amon Ra, Schultz, Golden going out to Adam Light on the rated. You got a chain reaction, Jameer Gibbs going out to Rival, Donnie Scheffler. You got Hawkinson, Big Cat, A-Chan, Cam Chancellor, BTJ, Borealis going out to the Patriots and Mike Haralambis. Tyleek going out to Rival. CD Lamb on the Hollow going out to Joe Desky on Dallas. You got Josh Jacobs, Sammy D, T. Higgins, Slim Reaper, Keandre Lambert Smith going out to Adam Light. Trey Harris to Adam Light. Maxwell Harrison to Joe Desky on the green hyper. Then you got Swifty, McNabb, Garrett Wilson, Hunter Henry, Ty Felton coming out for Sean Richardson, Makuba coming out for Philly and Mike Haralambis, Drizzy Drake May on the Donruss Threads green hyper. Nice one there for New England. Mike Haralambis. Colson Loveland going out to Chicago. Jason Eli on the green hyper. Then you got Muth, T-Sizzle, and Dobbins. So getting a little Drake May out of that is a nice surprise for New England. Wasn't expecting Drake May to pop out of this one. Year 2 Donruss Threads Blue Hyper Drizzy Drake May. Two more to go. Two more to go. See if we can entice one more ultra rare to come out. One more super short print would be lovely. Just lovely. I had my money on Broadway Joe coming out in a downtown. Just because last time the Jets sat out there that long as a last spot mojo spot, they popped off. So they were my hunch. I was thinking it was going to be Broadway Joe or the other one that sat out there, I think it's Matthew Golden who has one for the Packers, but I was leaning Broadway Joe. Just something was telling me he was the guy. All right, let's get the podium set up here. All right, we got 2 more left. Magic number 9. We did hit 2 ultra rares so far. We're just trying to get a third. 1 more. A third for B3 would be fantastic. Empty box. No security tag. Unless it's wedged in between one of the packs down there, which sometimes happens. Yep, I see it. She's wedged in. There she is. Then we got our fatty. That's going to be our patch. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We got Izaraku going out to Joe Desky on the rated. Damian Martinez, Green Hyper for Ken Calora. You've got Jalen Warren, Zach Ertz, Howie Long, Jim Kelly, Carl Eller, Elijah Arroyo coming out for Ken Calora. Bayshell Tootin coming out for Jason Eli. Best Buddies, Best Tutties, Herbie and McConkey going out to Adam Light. You got Tater Tot, Malik Neighbors, Rashad Bateman, Mike Williams, Andrew Makuba, Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Lighted Up going out to Rival. You got ATN, D-Hop, Devin Hester, Jamar Chase, Trent Green, Jimmy Horn Jr. coming back out for Ox, Ty Felton coming back out for Sean Richardson, the Cheetah on the Hollow going out to Joe Desky. You got Terry Bradshaw, Pacheco, Charbonnet, Kurt Warner, Oots going out to Ken Calora, Tyler Shuck coming back out for Scotty, Kyle McCord, Mike Haralambis. Then you got Tajay, Joe Mixon, Ozzy, Mike Evans, Woody Marks going out to Jason Eli, Will Johnson to Aaron Wise. Kyle McCord is going to be your first year freshie. Mike Haralambis as the Eagles finally podium it up. Big Deezy, Derek Harmon on the Green Hyper. That is Joe Desky. Then you got Thielen, MPJ, and Derek Carr. Big Deezy, Derek Harmon. He's a big man. Woody Marks coming out. Ooh, we got to get the Eagles up on a podium. Get the Kyle McCord, but their podium is going to be full as soon as we start it. As soon as we put it up, it's full. All right, podium's up. Podium's full. Watch. Oh, we need more sleeves. Let me get some penny sleeves out here. Just ran out. That's 1 pack. Maybe we can go 2. Maybe 3. Let's take a stack of them. Just put a third one out because I know we're going to use a few of them. There we go. And we got 3 left down there. That means I can move them up to the top row. There we go. All right, Kyle McCord. We got 1 green hyper that came out of this one, but then check it. They had this whole stack of color sitting over there too, waiting for a podium. So Eagles went from where is our podium to now full podium. That's full. That'll sit right on the front. Boom. Eagles officially in the game. Tyler Shuck trying to stack some. Ty Felton coming on late. Seattle podium 2 full. So we'll have to cut that one down. Color only. For now. Ken Kalora got a massive stack. We're going to have to cut down the Panthers too to color only and Tet. Color and Tet. There we go. Alright, these can slide over. Alright, we got 1 box left. This is number 10. Last box from the half case. Come on, B3. Let's get 1 more biggie. Look, the security tag just popped out of the top of the box. That's wild. Don't see that very often. Where you cut the plastic off and it just falls out of the side up top. Interesting. That could be a good omen. Weird stuff like that usually happens to be a good omen. Alright. Here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. 1 card away. Can we make some last box magic happen? Some last box magic greatly needed. And here's the fatty. Of course it didn't open. Come on. There's the fatty. There's our fatty. Alright, here we go. Good luck, B3. Let's get one of you guys 1 more. Alright, we got Kenneth Grant coming out for Joe Desky on the rated. Jordan Watkins green hyper for Mike Haralambis. Braylon Allen, K9, Maserati Marv, J.K. Dobbins, Cole Kmet, Damian Martinez for Ken Kalora, Derek Harmon for Joe Desky. Jackson Dart on the throwback Optic 2016. That's very nice. I don't have that one, and I assume that's a tough pull. Myles Garrett, David Montgomery. You got Brock Purdy, T. Sizzle, Kyle McCord coming out for the Eagles, Mike Haralambis. Then you've got the primary colors, Quinishon Judkins for Joe Lurch. Rich Gannon, Mark Andrews, Amon Ra, Dalton Schultz, Lamar. You got Jahad Campbell on a base going out to Mike Haralambis. Jaden Higgins to Jason Eli. Then you got the Hollow K9 going out to Ken Kalora, Super Bowl MVP. Justin Fields, Ricky Williams, Cam Chancellor, BTJ, Trevion going out to Mike Haralambis. Jade Barron going out to Michael Buchholz. Tez Johnson to be friends on the green hyper. Then you got Jared Goff, Najee, Devonta Smith, Devon Achane, Mason Taylor going out to E-Dub, Caleb Johnson going out to Joe Desky. Kyle Williams coming back one more time on the first-year freshie for Mike Haralambis. Then you've got the Trevion Henderson Green Hyper for Mike Haralambis as well. Tyreek Hill, Jamal Charles, and Blake Groupie. So no uptown, no downtown, but we did hit the blue glitter ultra rare and the ultra rare hash mark. So didn't get the uptown or downtown we were looking for. 18 boxes of Optic and Donruss. No uptown or downtown, but we did get 2 ultra rares. So a little slow for what we typically get from an ultra rare standpoint, but some of the quarterbacks were super hot. Shador and Gabriel being 2 of them, as well as Jackson Dart. Tyler Shuck had a pretty decent night too. Quinn Ewers had a great night. The only one that didn't really have a great night was Cam Ward. Cam was MIA. He had 1, my house. All right, let me get these sleeved up, and then we are going to start working on the recap. Right as the wind and rain is picking up, I can hear it banging on the window right outside the office. It is starting to come down out there, raining cats and dogs. I think we're going to end just in time. We might lose power with how hard that wind is whipping around. I mean, I'm telling you, I can hear it from in here. It is loud. Very loud. All right. Let's get ourselves ready for the recap. Just in case we lose power, I will always post a photo of the recap on the page. But you just never know. The wind's coming down pretty hard out there. Alright, let me get ready for this recap here. Alright, almost ready. Dang, that is loud out there. I just saw the lights flicker. I don't think I've ever heard the wind that loud from the outside while inside. It's like shaking the house. That wind is whipping. That was the air gun, not rain, just so you know. That was not wind from outside. Alright, just getting the bench put together real quick, B3, so bear with me. I can hear my garbage cans rolling around out there too. Probably should have moved those to a more secure location, but whatever. I knew the wind was going to be strong. I didn't know it was going to be that strong. Alright, good. So that's all done. That's all done. Let's move these back here. Boom. Alright, we are good there. Let's make some room on the bench for the recap. That should go there. That should go there. As long as it'll fit. There we go. Alright, need these for the recap.